Hey guys, big welcome back. Here we are. Actually, this is kind of like the same video I already did, but with added telemetry. I was talking to a buddy and he wanted to kind of see what the sticks were doing. He was, kind of confused on how the drone could be flying so fast backwards if I was holding full throttle forward. So, giving him a chance and anyone that would care to see the uh, the telemetry on what exactly happened. Now, I estimated the winds were somewhere around 70 kilometers an hour on the upper. The gusts were supposed to only be about 50 kilometers an hour, was what was calling for Hamilton on that day. However, that doesn't actually mean that they were 50. They could have been higher, they could have been lower. Um, in this flight, though, once I got to this height, I seemed like I was pretty well doomed. I'd flown a flight before this, no problem, but I was a lot lower. And in talking to the buddy that was on the kite board that we were filming, that's you have to watch the other video to know all about that. But he was talking about thermals basically as the wind gets over the shallower water and by the land, there's thermal pockets, and he could feel them lifting up the kite as he approached. So most likely that's kind of what happened. My drone got sucked into a thermal, and kind of that's where the higher wind came. Now, obviously, you did see for a second there I was holding full throttle facing the other way. Only had a split second to respond to this, but you can see I'm holding full throttle forward and to the left, and I'm still zipping backwards like nobody's business. Now, that could be some kind of malfunction with the drone, or more likely it was just that the winds, I don't know, the winds could have been 100 kilometers an hour up there. Who knows what they were? Because you don't get wind speeds for, 100 feet off the ground on the weather network. You get wind speeds on the ground. So it's really hard to say exactly how windy it was, but I'm very fortunate at the end of the day. I'm very fortunate that I actually got my drone back because as you can see how fast it was zipping backwards, even though I was in sport mode, full throttle, it was not competing with those winds until I dropped down and was able to recover. Ultimately, I do apologize. The video is not 100% lined up. My screen recording software and DJI film at different speeds, so that's all that is. But I got it lined up the best I could anyway by playing with the video speed and stuff. Yeah, so that's it. I wanted to share this, give you guys an idea exactly what I was doing with the controls at the time. I was holding uh, left on the stick for a lot of it, just because I was trying to get into that little bay thing there. So that's why when you saw me going that way, is I didn't want to lose it if I went to the far to the right. I was afraid I would lose it, and luckily it all worked out. It worked out fine. I got my camera or my drone back. I am having some issues with the gimbal, and I think it was from the high winds because it didn't have a rough landing at all. So I don't think I've got the landing in this clip just from trying to line it up, but that having some issues with the gimbal. I'm gonna guess that flying in such high winds with the gimbal on such an angle for so long may have been the problem. But anyhow, it's still working good and stuff. I'm still able to use it, so not really a big issue. But anyhow, hopefully you guys have enjoyed the telemetry. And sorry if you've already watched the other video, and you're like, oh, why the hell is he uploading this? But it was just to show my buddy Barry, which is Mr. Complex Guy on here. So if you guys want, check out his channel. And he's got a bunch of drone videos too, New York, Mexico, I think Dominican. Yeah, thanks for watching again, guys, and look forward to some more videos. I still got my New York flights, and I've actually got a whole bunch of flights on my computer I've got to edit together and get up for you guys. So stay tuned for those, and happy droning and fly safe. Yeah, look how nice and calm it looked over there, right? Just because the wind's blowing that way. So anyhow, that'll pretty much wrap up my spiel, and thanks again for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next one.